You followed all the rules, packed light, even showed up early at the airport. And suddenly your carry-on is taken away. No warning, no choice. In 2025, airlines are stricter than ever. Overhead bin space is shrinking, and seniors are the ones paying the price. What most seniors get wrong about carry-on travel isn't just about weight or size, it's about knowing the hidden traps airlines won't warn you about. One wrong move can cost you delays, surprise fees, or even losing access to the meds and essentials you rely on. That's why today, we're breaking down the 10 carry-on mistakes seniors must avoid. Because even a single slip-up can turn a smooth trip into a stressful nightmare. Mistake 10, forgetting senior comfort and mobility. Essentials, here's the truth. Most seniors don't forget their passports or boarding passes, but they do forget the little things that make a huge difference once you're in the air. I'm talking about reading glasses, hearing aid batteries, prescription meds, refillable water bottles, or even compression socks. Now, why does this matter? Because a long flight without these items can turn into pure discomfort. Imagine trying to read the in-flight menu, but your glasses are buried in your checked bag. Or worse, realizing your hearing aid batteries are dead mid-flight. Buying replacements at an airport? Not only is it overpriced, but sometimes the shop simply doesn't have what you need. That's why seniors should always build what I call a senior essentials kit. It's just a small pouch that stays in your personal item under the seat. Inside, you keep your daily medications, glasses, chargers, tissues, snacks, and anything else you know you'll need within arm's reach. Think of it as your lifeline for comfort and mobility at 30,000 feet. Forget this step, and your trip starts off harder than it needs to be. But even with essentials, the clothes you wear can make or break your airport experience. Mistake 9. Wearing the wrong clothes. One of the easiest ways to get slowed down at the airport is by wearing the wrong outfit. Boots with long laces, belts with big metal buckles, heavy jewelry, or thick hoodies might look fine at home, but at security, they become a nightmare. Every extra layer, zipper, or metal object means more time fumbling, more stress, and sometimes even a secondary check. For seniors, the stakes are higher. Feet swell on long flights, making tight shoes uncomfortable. Bending over to untie laces in a busy security line is no fun. And belts or layered hoodies not only slow you down, but can also make sitting for hours feel miserable. The fix? Keep it simple and senior-friendly. Choose slip-on shoes with socks. They're easy to remove at TSA and keep your feet protected. Skip the belt altogether by wearing pants with elastic or a comfortable waistband. And dress in light, breathable layers you can easily add or remove as temperatures change. The right outfit means less hassle, more comfort, and smoother boarding. But even the right outfit won't save you if your bag itself is overloaded. Mistake 8. Overpacking the carry-on. It's tempting to try and squeeze your entire trip into one carry-on. After all, it feels like the smart way to dodge checked bag fees and baggage claim delays. But for seniors, overpacking is one of the fastest ways to run into problems. First, heavy bags are difficult to lift into the overhead bin. If your bag is stuffed with shoes, books, or bulky clothes, it may weigh more than you expect. Seniors with limited strength or mobility can struggle, and asking for help in a crowded cabin can feel stressful or even unsafe. Second, gate agents are quick to pull aside overweight or oversized carry-ons. If your bag looks stuffed, there's a good chance it will be gate checked. That means losing access to your medications, snacks, chargers, or travel documents right when you need them most. The fix? Pack light and smart. Lay everything out first, then remove what you don't absolutely need. Use compression packing cubes to organize and flatten clothes instead of cramming them in. Keep your most important items at the top or in your personal items so you can reach them easily at security and during the flight. A lighter bag means smoother travel, less stress, and more independence in the airport. And worse than packing too much is packing the wrong kind of bag. Mistake 7. Bringing the wrong personal item. Airlines may allow one carry-on and one personal item, but many seniors unknowingly waste this second allowance. A tiny purse or small tote might feel convenient, but it leaves valuable space unused. On the other hand, an oversized duffel or bulky shopping bag can be flagged by gate agents, leading to stress, arguments, or even extra fees. The key is balance. Seniors often carry essentials like medications, snacks, reading glasses, or travel documents that must stay accessible throughout the flight. A poorly chosen personal item makes it harder to keep things organized and harder to carry through long airport walks. The solution? Pick a senior-friendly backpack. Look for padded shoulder straps that reduce strain, multiple compartments for easy access, and a size that fits neatly under the seat. A well-designed backpack not only maximizes your personal item allowance, but also keeps everything you need within reach, without struggling to open or balance it in tight spaces. When your personal item works for you, it turns a stressful flight into a smooth one. But the perfect bag won't matter if you forget the rules everyone still breaks in 2025. Mistake 6. Ignoring TSA rules. Even in 2025, TSA rules haven't disappeared, and seniors often get tripped up by the details. The 311 liquids rule still applies. Each liquid, gel, or cream must be in a container of 3.4 ounces or less, all fitting in a single quart-sized bag. That means items like peanut butter, lotion, or even small jars of jam count as liquids. Forget this, and your favorite snacks or toiletries could end up in the trash. Electronics are another sticking point. Tablets, laptops, and some medical devices must be removed and placed in separate bins. Struggling to unpack and repack them in a busy line can be stressful, especially if you're rushed. But the biggest issue for seniors is medications. Packing pills in large bottles or bringing liquid meds over the limit can raise red flags. TSA officers may question them and, in worst cases, confiscate or delay your items. The fix? Use a clear quart bag for all liquids, stick to travel-size containers, and keep medications in their original labeled bottles. This avoids confusion and protects your health on the go. Mistake 5. Using the seat pocket for valuables. That little pocket in front of your airplane seat looks tempting. A convenient spot to stash your phone, passport, or glasses. But for seniors, it can be one of the riskiest places to store valuables. First, germs. Seat pockets are rarely cleaned thoroughly between flights. Used tissues, food crumbs, and worse often linger inside, making it one of the dirtiest surfaces on the plane. Do you really want your medications or reading glasses sitting there? Second, damage. When the passenger in front reclines suddenly, laptops and tablets tucked into the pocket can crack under the pressure. It happens more often than you'd think, and airlines won't take responsibility. And finally, the most common problem, forgetting. After a long flight, seniors are more likely to leave behind critical items like passports, prescriptions, or hearing aids in that pocket. Items that are nearly impossible to recover once you've left the plane. The safer option? Keep all valuables in padded sleeves inside your personal item under the seat. That way, they're protected, germ-free, and always within reach, without the risk of being crushed or forgotten. But danger doesn't just sit in front of you, it's right under your feet. Mistake 4. Choosing the wrong shoes. Footwear might seem like a small detail, but at the airport it can make or break your entire experience. Many seniors choose boots for support, but boots slow everything down. Long laces or zippers mean you're bending over in a crowded TSA line, struggling while others wait behind you. It's stressful, uncomfortable, and unnecessary. On the opposite end, some travelers slip into flip-flops for convenience. But flip-flops are one of the worst choices for seniors. They offer almost no support, expose your feet to unsanitary airport floors, and increase the risk of tripping or losing balance, especially on escalators or when carrying bags. There's also the issue of swelling. On long flights, seniors often experience swollen ankles and feet, which makes tight shoes miserable and even risky for circulation. The solution? Slip-on sneakers paired with compression socks. They're easy to remove and put back on at security, provide support for walking through long terminals, and help with circulation during the flight. Plus, they protect your feet from the germs and hazards of the airport. The right shoes mean less pain, less hassle, and a safer journey overall. Even packing tools can backfire if you use them the wrong way. Mistake 3. Cheap or overstuffed. Packing cubes. Packing cubes are supposed to make life easier. But if you buy the wrong kind, or use them the wrong way, they can quickly become a problem. Many seniors pick up low-quality cubes that look fine at first. But once filled, the seams rip, zippers break, or worse, they burst open inside your suitcase. Instead of neat organization, you're left with a jumbled mess. Another issue is overstuffing. Stuffing cubes until they bulge doesn't save space, it wastes it. TSA agents may even need to pull everything out during inspection, which means your careful packing gets undone in seconds. For seniors who rely on organization to keep track of medications, clothes, or personal items, this creates even more stress. The fix? Invest in strong compression cubes and roll your clothes properly before packing. Compression cubes keep your items compact without straining zippers, and rolling clothes prevents wrinkles while maximizing space. Organized, durable cubes mean you can find what you need quickly and avoid frustrating repacks at security. But even the smartest cubes won't save you if the airline takes your essentials away. Mistake 2. Packing essentials and carry-on that gets gate-checked. Picture this. You've packed everything perfectly into your carry-on. Medications, passport, glasses, even your phone charger. You arrive at the gate, only to hear the dreaded announcement. Overhead bins are full, we'll need to check your bag. Suddenly, the items you counted on having during the flight are gone, locked in the belly of the plane. For seniors, this isn't just inconvenient, it can be dangerous. Running out of medication or losing access to important documents mid-journey can turn a smooth trip into chaos. This happens more often than you'd think. Airlines are using smaller planes, overhead space disappears quickly, and gate checking is almost routine. Seniors are often caught off guard because they trust their carry-on will actually stay with them. The fix? Always keep your true essentials in your personal item under the seat. That means medications, chargers, passport, reading glasses, and anything you absolutely cannot afford to lose access to during the flight. Treat your carry-on as extra storage, but treat your personal item as your lifeline. Still, the biggest mistake of all happens before you even reach the airport. Mistake 1. Rushing without a packing or boarding plan. The biggest mistake seniors make with carry-ons doesn't even happen at the airport. It starts at home. Last-minute packing almost guarantees something will be forgotten. And it's usually the most important things: medications, chargers, travel documents, or even a pair of reading glasses you rely on every day. One forgotten item can snowball into a stressful, expensive problem once you're already on the move. Rushing also creates more anxiety. Seniors benefit from calm routines, but scrambling at the last second leads to missed details, misplaced items, and extra stress during boarding. Even if you make it to the airport on time, you may arrive frazzled, exactly the opposite of how you want to start a trip. The solution is simple but powerful. Pack the night before, use a written checklist for essentials, and give yourself extra time on the day of travel. Laying out your items in advance reduces mistakes, and that checklist ensures nothing gets left behind. Leaving with extra time gives you a cushion for traffic, long security lines, or unexpected delays. A calm, planned approach isn't just safer. It sets the tone for a smoother, more enjoyable journey. So there you have it. The 10 carry-on mistakes seniors get wrong again and again, and the truth airlines won't warn you about. The good news? Every one of them has a simple fix. Avoid these traps, and you'll travel with less stress, more freedom, and the peace of mind you deserve. Flying as a senior doesn't need to feel overwhelming. With a little planning, the right gear, and smarter choices, you can avoid headaches, save money, and actually enjoy the journey. If this video opened your eyes, share it with a fellow traveler, and check the link in the description for more senior travel hacks the airlines don't want you to know. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next one.